Hello my lovely Libra, welcome to my channel. This is your love for later reading. How do they see you and how do you see them from today, which is the 23rd of June until the end of June? So this is a 7 days reading for 7 days for the following week. So this is a reading for you and your cross watchers, whoever you're dealing with, whoever you thinking of. And if you are someone who's thinking of Libra, then this is a right reading for you. Okay, the spread is how do they see you and how do you see them. We're gonna look into each other's perspectives. So how do we see each other from each other's perception, okay, and perspective. So you may find something they'll be like, that's not really what I'm like. That's fine, because this is not from your perception, not from your perspective, right? We're gonna look into the blockage, possible outcome, a hypothetical, of course, outcome, as well as the messages from the universe that will help you with this connection. So, are you ready, Libras? So let's get on with it. How do they see you, my dear Libra, from 23rd of June until the end of June? You are being viewed with, woo, the card fell out. Wow, King of Swords, very much like you. You're being very honest when it comes to communication, okay? You analyzing everything. Swords, a King of Swords is someone who rules with his head, okay? Before he makes any decision, he is very analytical. He looks at the at the facts, okay? So he doesn't care what people tell him. He just looks, okay, these are the facts. This is black and white, and this is what I'm gonna go with, and I'm gonna go by this, okay? This is someone who tends to communicate in a quite, sometimes maybe, which I don't feel like it's you, because you're quite gentle by nature, but King of Swords can be, it can indicate that you might have cut off communication with someone, or whoever you're dealing with, they may feel as if you cut them off, Libra, okay? Maybe you don't respond to their messages as often. Maybe you're not very good with communication, okay? So they feel like you're cutting them off, like you're not saying, you're not being clear enough when it comes to passing the message. Though the King of Swords is very, in a way, ruthless, but fair. So I think you just say what's got to be said and nothing more, nothing else, you know. And I feel like they feel like you sort of cutting them off, like you approaching them from the place of mind, not the place of heart, for some reasons, okay? It's an air energy. It is, you know, your energy, Libra. King of Swords, you know, someone who sits on this front and calculating people, okay, based on, you know, the facts, statistics, and, you know, actions speak louder than words for this person, okay? He can be quite blunt in whatever he's got to say, but he's always fair, okay? You cannot play mind games with this king. So they know, you know, you are someone who doesn't say much, but when it says, it's sort of very solid, you know. This king, and this is you, Libra, they see as someone who's very solid with communication, in terms of like, you don't say much, but you think, in your opinion, that this is enough for them to get you. But I think the way they see you, as if, you know, they think like your communication is very logical, analytical. They would like your communication to be more coming more from the place of your heart than your mind, if you see what I mean. They also view you with, oh, wow, they view with 5 of Wands. Okay, so 5 of Wands about internal conflict. They feel like, you know, there was some internal conflict deep down within you back in time. But that's not the case any longer. Maybe you had to make some choice and you made that choice, because that came out in a reverse position. Or quite simply, you know, back in time, they see you as someone who had to compete for something. Maybe you had to compete for them. You had competition, okay? But I think they see you having no longer competition. Okay, there's just you and no one else. But back in time, you might have felt as if, you know, the person you're dealing with or you've been dealing with Libra had other options. Back in time, yes, they had other options. But right now, they made a choice and they see you as the only option, Libra. Okay? That's why they want you to sort of communicate more clearly with them. Because I feel like they chose you here, Libra, you know. They had other options. You had to compete perhaps for the love, and you knew they had other options. But they chose you. You are the option, okay? Or maybe you had other options in love and you chose someone, Libra. So now there's only one person, right? You made up your mind. They also view you with, Libra. They view you with... Oh, as if you've walked away from them. In the recent past, you walk away from something that did not fulfill you 100%. This person is walking away from those 8 of Cups in order to search for the extra 2 cups. You know, it's like having a hope. If I walk away, if I do some soul searching, I hope I will find what I'm looking for. Okay? And that is in a reverse position. That's a recent past. So in the recent past, they see you as if, you know, you were perhaps in... you were experiencing internal conflicts, you know, whether to be with them or not, okay? But you made up your mind, and back in time, you walked away from them passively. So I feel like if I was to change the record, I feel like, you know, the way they see as if you made your choice. You made your choice. You had to compete for them. You're like, I'm not competing for you, babe. So you made up your mind. I feel like not to possibly be with them, because here we've got the card, you walking away. You're like, I don't want to be an option, love. No. So you've walked away. And now you possibly, they see as if you stopped the communication, because you were like, why should I communicate with you? Why should I get emotionally involved here if back in time I was one of many options possibly? Or you could sense that, you know? So I feel like you've been very calculative with them when it comes to communication. You've been very careful. I don't think they're satisfied with your communication, but I feel like you made up your mind. And I feel like you didn't choose them, Libra, for some reasons, because they saw you having internal conflict, possibly choosing between being with them or not. Maybe you saw them, or you had other options. Either way, you walk away from them. It wasn't fulfilling you. You know, it wasn't enough. Now, how do they see you, Libra? How do they see you? Whoa. So you might be dealing with Leo. We've got Leo. Okay, I mean, is that what I said? That's how I have to put the card back. But that's how they see you. So they see you being strong. Because I asked you, because I asked the wrong question. So they also see you being strong, having your emotions in control. So they see you being strong. So now let's see, how do you see them? Okay, how do you see them, Libra? The person you're thinking of right now, you view them fiery energy. Again, this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, Page of Wands. You view them, you view them as if they want to have a new beginning, okay? Or as if they are having a new beginning. They might be traveling somewhere, and as if they are the kind of person who's quite creative, and whatever they're doing in their creative job, whatever creative area they're working in, they feel like they're changing the world with this magic wand, okay? So they could be poets, they could be musicians, they could be an artist who, in their opinion, they feel like they're changing the world, you know, with this new beginning. This is sort of the creative side. But also you view them as someone who's not very committal. Page of Wands, he doesn't like to stick around for a long time. So you feel like they're not committal. You wish they were a bit more, that, you know, that they seem more like a commitment material, because they don't seem like it. You also view them with, Libra, Okay, communication. Sometimes, you know, the communication coming from them is very emotional. They cannot control the words, and that's why I don't think they're satisfied with the way you approach them, Libra, because you approach them in a very analytical, well thought out way, but they're approaching you in a very emotional, it's like an emotional outburst, like they cannot control the emotions sometimes. Sometimes they may say things that hurt you, because if you know, because they're coming out from the place of heart. If they're building up a lot of emotions, they end up just saying stuff to you, and that's how you approach them. Okay, so what? Can you just explain that again? That's how you approach them, and they find this quite annoying, I feel like, you know. Or it could also mean that, you know, they want to communicate with you. They want to communicate with you on an emotional level. They want to talk about how they feel, but you're approaching them with sort of, you know, you're withdrawing your emotions when it comes to communication. You just don't want to get involved emotionally, because you've just been there, you know, and you walked away from this. They also view Libra with, okay, we've got the Queen of Cups, someone who's very caring, Scorpio's energy, someone who's very caring, you know, very emotional. You show them a lot of compassion. Oh my God, why I keep going on about you? This is how, oh, I'm so sorry, I gotta put that card back. I don't know why I'm so distracted in your reading. How do they see you? How do you see them? I'm so sorry. How do you see them? You know, I was sick yesterday, all day, food poisoning, so I guess my brain has not recovered yet. How do you see them, for goodness sake? How do you see them? Whoa. And you see them with, ooh, Eight of Pentacles in a reverse position. You feel like they're not putting enough work into this connection. You don't think that they're hardworking enough for you. You don't think they're possibly good with money. But more than anything, you feel like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles is about being very, you know, working, improving things, you know, being very observant, wanting to work on things. But it's in the reverse position. You feel like they're hard work, okay? But also like they don't really work on themselves enough, and they don't, I don't think like you are impressed by the working pattern, or by the working, by the commitment to work, or by the lack of the commitment when it comes to work, you know. I feel like you might be dealing with someone who hasn't got a job, or someone who you feel like, you know, they're not they're sort of wishy-washy. What I mean by that with Page of Wands, you know, they're quite immature and they can't offer you the security. What I mean by that, I'm not talking just about money, but you feel like they can't hold on to a job, possibly, you know, they don't have money, and I think you would like them to be a bit more stable at work and in their personal life, you know. But this is the thing, maybe they're quite creative, so they're focusing on something more creative rather than thinking of finances and building financial stability. But I think that's something you desire. You would like them to be a bit more focused on financial stability, okay? Because that's not what's happening here. So what is the main blockage here, Libra, for you and the person you're dealing with? What is the main blockage? And we've got the again, reverse position, Nine of Wands, okay. In an upright position, you know, someone is not letting go of this connection, but it's in a reverse position. So I feel like, you know, someone, the blockage is that someone finally managed to let it go. And I feel like it's you, Libra, here, okay. You let it go, this connection. You've walked away because it didn't fulfill you 100% on an emotional level. You made up your mind, you know, you made up your mind. You've asked many people what to do, what shall I do, but in the end you finally, you know, made up your mind. So I feel like you're not being stuck on them any longer. You've moved on, you know. You fought a lot for this love back in time, but you decided to let it go of this connection. And what is the outcome? for Libra and the person she's dealing with. Okay, the moon. Deception. Some secrets came out, okay? Something about a past, okay? But more than anything, it's about this being some kind of a deception. The moon illuminates the truth, you know? Some secrets came out here, okay? Right, so now let's clarify, what are those secrets? Whoa, let's shuffle for a bit longer. What are the secrets? Why do we have the moon as the outcome? What are the secrets here? Okay, wow. Destiny, karma, turning point. Okay, maybe something to do with a karmic connection. Not really sure. But Wheel of Fortune is 10. It's the end of the cycle as well. So maybe the cycle got completed here. Maybe somehow you felt like, you know, it was about time for you to turn that wheel towards yourself. And in order to complete the cycle, you had to do what you had to do, right? And walked away. Now we've got happiness here and children. Maybe you found out they had some children as well, because this is like the moon is about the past, okay? What is the outcome for Libra and the person they're dealing with? Again, we've got 7 of Wands. Someone here felt really cornered, as if like they were questioned, either you or them. Someone felt uncomfortable about being questioned all the time, about the past, about something to do with the children, you know, some karmic connection. I'm not getting the full picture here. What is the outcome for Libra? 9 of Cups. Having everything, wish fulfilled, but not having love, you know. In a traditional deck, this person's got 9 of Cups, but they're missing 1 cup. 1 cup is the real love, family, you know. It's like they're being fulfilled 100%. 9 of Cups is someone, you know, all of my wishes came true. I've got house, I've got a good job, I've got money, I've got friends. I'm missing 1 cup, okay? So that's the outcome. Someone here is gonna miss 1 cup, you know, like someone felt like that cannot be my 1 cup missing. You've had 2 cups missing back in time. You went away, you know, you perhaps found 1 extra, but there's still 1 missing, you know. The 1 missing cup is the true, real love, something spiritual, right? Let's clarify letting go of this connection. That's the blockage. One of you, just let it go. Why? I mean, like, let's see if what else can we get. 6 of Cups again, because of some past memories, okay? So because you know, the outcome is thinking about the past, so something to do with the past, you know. So I feel like the outcome is that some secrets from past might have come out to the surface, or you might have found out that the person you've been dealing with, you know, had some issues back in time, and this sort of affected or was affecting your connection. You know, the reason why you let it go again is because maybe you realize that, you know, they're reminding you of someone from childhood as well, or you reminded them of something from childhood, but it wasn't really working. 6 of Cups is also a reconciliation card. But I feel it's like living in the past, you know, like the blockage is like you let go of them, possibly Libra, you, but you're still missing them, okay? You still want to reconcile. So one of you wants to reconcile, the other one let go. But you could have like mixed feelings, you know, you let it go of them, but you still have reconciliation on your mind. You're missing them, definitely missing them. One more card. What's the blockage? No, I just pick 1 card. 2 of Swords. Failure to communicate, okay? Inability to make a decision as well. Not seeing clearly, you know? Coming out from the place of mind, not of the place of heart. But that's maybe to do with some issues in the childhood. You know, maybe one of you got really hurt and back in time, and this is why, you know, you struggle to talk about emotions. Now let's see what is the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords again. That was Page of Wands. Page of Swords. We had that outcome as someone felt here with Seven of Wands. Someone felt like, you know, they're being questioned and cornered and asked way too many questions. They feel like they're being attacked. Maybe you feel this way or they feel this way, you know. But I feel like you may feel this way because you're the King of Swords. They're like approaching you with the emotional outbursts, sending you messages on the social media, and you are like, what now? What do you want me to say? I mean, that's a bit too much to take, you know. So you feeling, Libra, corner of Seven of Wands. You're not really sure how to respond to all of those messages, but you feel like this is the end of the cycle. They still make you happy. You know, you could be happy with them. There might be children involved, but this is Nine of Cups, the outcome, okay? So like everything is there in your life, but one cup is missing, and that one cup is not enough. You got to have 10 cups to be happy, right? And you only got 9 here. The bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, basically, you know, the energy of not someone who doesn't like to commit as well. Yes, so issues with commitment, in and out, not sticking around. But Page of Swords is also someone who doesn't listen but talks a lot, okay? Gossips as well. He likes to gossip. He's quite innocent. He doesn't gossip because he wants to gossip, but he says something to someone, this ends up being repeated to someone else, and it bites him in the end, you know. So yeah, if you're Page of Swords, just make sure you're not involved in any gossips. But I feel like it's more of an energy of, you know, someone's questioning why. I actually feel like they're questioning you, Libra. So what is your angel, Libra? Let's see. What is the angel for Libra? A star. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and do not compromise, Libra. Do not compromise, okay? You shouldn't compromise here. And what's your spirit? Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them, Libra. They know you've been thinking of them, and they are sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they are with you at this time, okay? Hello from heaven to you. But more than anything, do not compromise, okay, as Tara says, because that will only slow you down, okay? I've read about this card. If you compromise, you know, if you sometimes don't put your foot down, it will only push you away from your soulmate, potential soulmate, or your love, you know. So this person might be coming back with this emotional communication. Libra, approach them appropriately. Approach them this way, because I feel like that's how they got to be approached, you know. Do not give in, because the outcome is 9 of Cups. It's not 10 of Cups. But I forgot to pull the cards for the advice, right? So I'm gonna pull 2 cards for the piece of advice for Libra. This can be for a cross watcher too, because remember, this can go vice versa. But usually most of the messages are channeled for you, Libra. For the star sign I'm reading for. Okay, what is the piece of advice? 2 cards fell out together nicely. Ooh, oh my goodness. Remember that Queen of Wands came out before, it came back again. All right, okay, so we've got quite nice advice. I mean, 2 of Cups, you got to analyze, you know, make a decision. What is it that you want in your partner, someone who you would like to spend the rest of your life? and what is that you're looking for in a long-term partner in terms of your values, you know, personality, etc., etc., you know. And when you are with this person, if they come back, you need to show them understanding, compassion, okay? You need to teach them about love. Sometimes, you know, Libra, you are the one who can teach people about love and how to be gentle and stuff. But I feel like Queen of Cups, sometimes she's withdrawn emotionally, so it's very important for you. She's withdrawn emotionally because she gets hurt. She's so emotional that she's afraid of being hurt. So I think the message is here, you know, you got to come from the place of your heart, and you got to make sure you're not withdrawn emotionally, Libra. You communicate more on the emotional, not analytical level, okay? And yeah, so maybe what's in there is an emotional communication here. But it has to be like a two-way communication. You don't need, because I feel like this person you're dealing with, they might sort of attack you. You will feel like sort of attacked by the number of messages you get. You'll be like overwhelmed. So it's important that, you know, it's an equally balanced sort of communication, if you see what I mean. It's quite hard to describe it, what I mean. So let's clarify. Okay, again, Page of Wands and the Hermit, you know, because I feel like, you know, they're gonna come out and the in and out. Oh, we've got Virgo energy as well. So I feel like with Queen of Cups, basically, it's about you showing understanding and compassion to them. Even though they are like in and out of the relationship, maybe they'll come and tell you about how they were stuck in their head, okay, in the past with Virgo's energy. They were doing the soul searching. You may want to analyze whether, you know, the cup of love they want to offer to you is sort of aligned with the love you've got for them. You know, are your values aligned? Is this person what you're looking for? Okay. This is like a couple, power couple. So you could be a power couple. Maybe back in time you felt like you were, you know. But there's one issue. I feel like they not very committal. You know. I just don't think you should compromise though too much in this connection. And you should ask yourself, what is it that I really want from a partnership? I hope this resonates with you. Bye.